Hello everybody, welcome to the 50th episode of the Gentleman's Gank podcast. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Dominic.
Alright, there's just two of us tonight.
Yeah, I was like, I thought we had a third at least.
I think we lost Pierre.
No,
No, I'm still here. I'm just banned from talking.
yes.
No,
For this-
no, you are not.
For this special, very, very special occasion, we have banned Pierre from talking about anything having to do with Nintendo. That's right, you're welcome.
Which I guess bans him from talking about his entire library of thought. Never mind, you're right.
Alright, so first on the list, let's get the pre-E3 out of the way. So, the day before E3, and some may consider it the first day, because there were some groups that talked. But the big event was the Nintendo World Championships. So, qualifying games were Splatoon, and then that moved on to Round 1 Elimination, which was The Legend of Zelda NES, Blast Ball from Metroid Prime Federation Force, new game! Also kind of cool, but also kind of weird. We'll talk about that later. Followed by Super Metroid Round 2 Elimination. They had to get through Mother Brain and escape. Only two made it. And followed by Mario Kart 8, which actually it was weird for me because I was watching it and then Aaron started playing. I was like, Aaron, that's a weird name. It sounds familiar and it's spelled the way I know it. And they're playing a girl character, which means it can only be Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps. So yeah, he made it through. It did pretty well. Wasn't the best at Mario Kart 8.
I'm not surprised
They were
Eager
just
Raptor would be part of that.
yeah. There were some people that were just better, because you know Aaron's not really known for playing games well.
It depends. His Bloodborne's not bad.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he.
So if this had been a PS4 championship, that would have been fine.
So he didn't make it there. He made it to the elimination, which was Balloon Fight, and yeah, Balloon Fight from the NES, which is kind of a bizarre game. And then he was eliminated there. Only one person moved on. That was we moved on to Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. And before that, though, last year at E3 they did the big Super Smash Brothers competition, and the guy who won that was talking to Reggie at the end of that, and it was up on stage, and Reggie said, "Well, next year I'm gonna practice a whole bunch, and I'll come back and beat you." And the guy said, "Sure, I'll take you on." And so nobody thought about it until this year, right before they did the whole Super Smash Brothers for Wii U thing. They called Reggie out, and Reggie walked up on stage and was like, "Well, it's time. It's time. I've been practicing." And so the other guy came out, and he had won with the Jigglypuff, which... Ow.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he played Jigglypuff versus Reggie on Ryu, which is one of the new characters for Super Smash Brothers. And so Reggie, of course, got plenty of time to practice beforehand with a character that was released that day.
So this guy had never fought against it.
Yes. So Reggie really had a lot going in his favor, except for the fact that he apparently sucks. It was...
I have not seen it, but I cannot imagine it went well for him.
Yeah, it was rough. It was like 10-1 kills. It was really, really sad. But immediately after that was the continuation of the Nintendo World Championships. And they fought Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. And 2 of 4 moved on. And then the final contest was between the two of them in Super Mario Maker, which is a new game. Sort of. Super Mario Maker is a level designer. Y'all can pitch in now. because y'all know about this. Except for you,
Yes.
Pierre.
No, it's actually a level designer that I believe had been like mentioned a while ago that people were waiting for, and I am so excited for it because you get a lot of really cool designs out of stuff like that.
Yeah, so they've been actually using this for years, and they got it to the point that they developed it to the point where they were actually enjoying using it. Which
Man, that's hard to do.
that's hard to
Enjoy
do.
Games.
Yeah, and just because like all the stuff you can do with it, and it has a unique ability where you can start your character at any point, and so they can playtest from any point. So and so can you, and because this is now sold, and it does the original Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3. Or no, Mario Brothers 3, then Super Mario World, and then New Super Mario Brothers Wii U are the 4 options you can choose. And it has everything. I mean, it has some secret stuff too, like you can drop a shell onto someone's head. So like you can drop a spiny shell onto Mario's head, and any enemy that lands on him, on his head, dies. So he can't be jumped on. Or if he just has like a Buzzy Beetle, I think is the name of it, the
Yes,
blue
sir.
one. Which, wow. Wow. Why do I know that? Then like
'Cause he's
anything
a
that jumps
staple
on
of
it
the
just bounces off. So it's really cool. And then you can do things like the weird boots that like you climb inside and jump around on.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah. I was happy when I had forgotten. But you can do this during any of the they reskinned everything, so it works no matter what game you're putting it in. So it's really, really cool. And you can release your levels and have other people play them. But it
I know
has
a
to
number
have,
of I know a number of Let's Players who are gonna do that.
yes, but it has one thing that I love about this. Because you know,
What?
as soon as you give somebody the ability to make levels and submit them, everyone's gonna make death levels.
Oh yeah.
Everyone.
Does it have to be beatable?
More than that, to be able to upload it, you have to beat it.
Oh yeah.
You have to beat your own level all the way through vanilla before you can release it. Which, I mean, if you're making it and you're actually intending for it to be beatable, you can do.
Yeah.
But relatively easily, because you designed it. You know where all the tricks and things are.
Mm-hmm.
So they did, for the competition, they did 4 different levels, and they did it, the first 3 they did, you know, one at a time. So they didn't get any hints. And so these are levels that nobody's ever seen before, that, you know, a couple designers from the Nintendo Treehouse made. And they did, the first one was the original one, then the second one was Super Mario Brothers 3, and then Super Mario World. And depending on if you won or beat the other guy on those 3, you got a 15-second advantage in the final one. And then the final one, they raced head-to-head. And the 2 people playing were Cosmo Wright, who is a professional speedrunner, and John Numbers, who also speedruns, I believe. I'm fairly certain. But, you know, if you look him up now, all you see about him is the fact that he won. So, John Numbers is the current Nintendo World Champion. So, Shigeru Miyamoto...
That's cool that they brought it back.
Yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto showed up to give it to him. So, give him the trophy and everything. But, yeah, it was... there were a lot of familiar faces from YouTube or from, you know, speedrunning competitions and such. I mean, it was a long thing, and it was really, really fun to watch. You can find it online and watch it. And I think I've talked enough for a while. So Pierre, you want to talk about some Xbox stuff?
Well, let's talk about the Bethesda one before we move straight onto that.
Okay.
We've got the Bethesda conference that Sunday as well. During your?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, nobody cared
championship.
because Nintendo World Championships.
Yeah.
It's funny how they managed to just steal the show that easily.
Yeah.
With it, we had the announcement of the new Dishonored.
Oh, I cannot wait for that. Oh my gosh.
Gameplay for Fallout 4. The announcement for the Pip-Boy Collector's Edition.
Well, one question, Dominic.
That's immediately sold out.
You know the Dishonored 2 main character is female?
Both, I believe. You can play as either
that's
Emily
right.
Caldwin.
It is. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ubisoft said female assassins are hard.
You know.
I saw a number of shade being thrown out about that, and I was just like,
you know that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, because she was in the first game.
Yes, but you know that's like they probably intended for this to be a male character because they added that in. But they're like, you know, we're gonna add the girl character back in just because of Ubisoft.
I really don't think that's like why they did it. I think that's just they had opportunity and they were probably gonna do it anyway, so they were just like, let's make sure Ubisoft gets seen on this one. Cause seriously, that was hilarious how much of trouble they got in for that.
Oh yeah. Continue, Pierre.
As I was going on, the next would be the Doom gameplay trailer that we saw.
Oh yeah, Doom 3.
The entire demo, yeah, of Doom 3, which looked incredible.
Yeah.
And terrifying and disgusting. I want to smash in these monsters' heads. Really badly.
Well, I mean, that is the point of Doom, so you'll have opportunity.
True. Yeah. Followed by the announcement of Elder Scrolls, what was it called again?
Oh,
I wanna say
yeah.
Tales, but it's not Fables or something?
Oh, give me a second.
Legends, there it is.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Legends, which will be pretty much their competition towards Hearthstone, the
What?
trading card game for
Elder Scrolls?
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Hearthstone was anybody's competition.
You'd be surprised how big of a thing Hearthstone has become, especially with it being a free game.
Oh yeah, it's
Like it is grown.
it's actually a really
exponentially.
big moneymaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't until just recently when they decided to add a thing that I hate. That's for something else. That's for a different topic.
Oh, you mean the new class that's just a reskin?
No, there's 3 of them. It's not a new class. It's just a you can play as a different famous warrior. So it's the same thing, same cards. You just get a different hero who says different lines.
Well, also they give certain buffs. They get certain people get certain abilities and powers that other classes
No,
don't.
they use the same hero abilities.
No, because you got Paladin, which can summon a pretty
Well, yeah.
token unit.
But like, if you play, alright, so if you play Medivh instead of Jaina, they're both mages. They both have the same hero ability.
Oh yeah, I see
He
what you
just
mean by
has
that,
different saints. That's the
that's-
only difference.
Yeah, it's nothing more than a skinning.
Yeah, and that's just.
I understand the upset. I understand the upset with that. And people who buy that are just adding to the problem. Another kind of homage to another game, we have Battlecry, which is going to be the competition to the Team Fortress 2 craze, because that never dies.
It never does, but it's also free now. I'm surprised it's still a thing.
Yeah, I think I would be surprised if Battlecry wasn't free.
Ah, Battlefry, my favorite game.
But yeah, we had some good gameplay seen from Fallout 4. We have some good gameplay from Doom. We didn't see any gameplay for Dishonored 2, but we got a while to see before Dishonored 2 comes
It's
out.
okay.
I think
Everyone
that's gonna
knows
a
it'll be awesome
2016
anyways.
game.
Yeah.
I
we
might
did get
buy
the
that when it comes out.
We did get the announcement of the Dishonored Definitive Edition for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 for this summer. So
Did
those
not.
who haven't played Dishonored yet will get to enjoy a nice remastering and enhanced graphics with all the DLC.
Dude, I might get it, and I've beaten Dishonored like 7 times.
I might get it for my Xbox One and stream it on Twitch because those were hilarious to watch.
That was such a good game. That was so well done.
That was fun watching me panic as I get caught and have to hide in a corner and kill everything.
Like many, many times.
Yes. The amount of times I screamed, "Oh goodness." But yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with Bethesda's lineup for being nothing more than a software company. Like, they've done nothing more than develop games. Following on the trend of Fallout 4, we'll jump into Xbox and some of their news, including that Fallout 4 will be moddable on the Xbox One.
Yes.
Which is awesome. This is a turning point for gaming. With the fact that Xbox is trying to link up their PC, phone, tablet, and gaming console all into one, being the Windows 10 operating system, players will be able to enjoy any mods that come for the PC on the Xbox.
Finally.
That's big.
Yeah.
And this isn't. I know there's been modding towards the consoles before, but never support for it. This is going to be fully supported by Microsoft. That's big. Another big turn point is Microsoft rolling back on their decision for backwards compatibility. We're going to be seeing a lot of 360 games be available for Xbox One, and plenty of games are coming back into the Xbox Live Arcade for people to buy on the Xbox One. So you'll be able to play Skyrim at a higher frame rate and a higher resolution than you could on the Xbox. You'll be able to go back and play Mass Effect, the original one, on the Xbox One, if you still have that on disc. Like, you're going to get to enjoy a whole lot coming up with Xbox. I'm excited. I've got a ton of Xbox games that I stashed up because I did not want to sell them yet, and I'm glad I waited it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a thing at this point. Companies aren't making enough games. Companies are having to wait, and like, you can't just shoot out games anymore. It just takes too much effort now. With the graphics and the coding and all that, it's just becoming a bigger and bigger thing. To keep on the trend of old is good, Rare has come out and decided to create the Rare Replay Collection, containing 30 of Rare's best games between short of GoldenEye and Donkey Kong Country. You have Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Nuts and Bolts. If you
I thought you
really
said the
wanna
best
bring that
games.
up. Battletoads.
I thought you said the best games.
I mean, it's pretty much all of Rare's games. Let's face it. Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark was a
another one
good
that was
game.
big. Blast Corps. There was. What was that shooter that was on the N64? It was
Perfect Dark.
No, not
Yeah.
Perfect Dark. It was a space, and it had a dog.
Oh, Jet Force Gemini?
Yes, Jet Force Gemini.
Was that Rare?
I think that was.
I
I'm
don't-
pretty sure it was.
I didn't think so. I thought that was a different company.
I'll look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, developed and published by Rare.
Okay.
That
Also,
will
a
be on
great
there.
series that I would love to be rebooted.
Yeah.
Jet Force Gemini?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty exciting. And it's only going to be $30 for 30 of these games with a 10,000 gamer score for those who are Xbox fans. Which, for those who don't know, Xbox gamer score gains you a crap ton of discounts. The higher your game score, the higher you get discounts in the arcade.
All right.
Purchasing games, which
Now,
is pretty cool.
if you're keeping score, Pierre did just mention the Nintendo 64, and so he is cut off for a while. And so we're going to go back to talking about Nintendo and throwing things in his face that he can't talk about. First up,
I wasn't done with Xbox. Plus, we're almost out of time.
Amiibos.
Oh, don't even.
Well,
We have to go there.
you're right. You're right. It is almost out of time, and so we'll start
At
out.
least finish up Xbox.
We'll start out with Amiibos next time.
Can I finish up, please? There's still Tomb Raider, HoloLens, and
Okay.
Halo.
Okay, you can talk about the new Tomb Raider game, which actually has raiding tombs.
I mean, there's not much to say other than it. From the gameplay that we saw at E3, it looked pretty incredible. It has a lot of it. It's really surprising for Xbox to be getting a early release on it in comparison to Sony, which, considering how much Square Enix was pretty much tied to PlayStation,
Yeah.
it's showing a lot of change for Square Enix. Like, I'll talk more on that when we talk about the Sony conference.
Yeah.
But I'll just talk a little bit on the. I want to talk a little about the multiplayer that's coming to Xbox, to Halo 5, in that it's going to have a whole new multiplayer. It's Warzone, where you're going to have 2 teams and then a third team AI on a giant map, where you're going to be dealing not only with players, but AI units that are going to be trying to kill you, and everything's going to be chaos out there. I'm actually really excited about that game mode.
Do we want to talk about DICE and Battlefront in this one?
No, actually, that was shown off at the Sony E3, so we'll
Okay.
save that one for then. But I can talk about the Recore, which was the if you're a fan of Mega Man, the co-creator of Mega Man, as well as the makers of Metroid Prime, are teaming up to make a very kind of adorable post-apocalyptic experience of a game, and it's really, really interesting. I'm curious how it's going to work out. We haven't seen enough. It was mostly just a teaser of what's to come, but I'm curious what they're going to make out of it. I recommend looking up the trailer for it and giving a shot. And I think that's just about it for me.
Alright, well, that wasn't it for all of us. I mean, we still have a lot more to talk about, but we don't have the time right now, so you can watch it on our next video, which will be up in 2 days. Alright, we'll talk to you later. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.